Hey peeps, Stephanie from Stephanie Sue's. I pray everyone is doing well. Happy New Year. Lord, we thank you, we thank you, we thank you. We thank you for another year of 2023, God. We thank you for just bringing us into another year, blessing us in 2022, God. Our families, Lord, our businesses, keeping us healthy. Lord, whatever troubles or trials or tribulations that we went through, you brought us out, and we praise you for that, God. We thank you for just waking us up on this morning, God, after you watched over us during the night and you protected us from any hurt, harm, or danger, God. We ask that our goals that we set out this year, Lord, that you are with us as we achieve them, God. We know you're going to give us great blessings, and we know that they're out there for us. And I know that we plan, Lord, to give you the praise. We plan to give you glory. We plan to get closer to you in our relationships. Lord, whatever you have for us in this season, God, we are already praising you for it. And we will continue to thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. Yes. It's 2023. Today is January the 5th. I'm excited. I'm excited for 2023. Why, Stephanie? Why are you excited about 2023? First of all, before I continue to talk, I am working on my planner. I finished 2 planners that I did. I had 2 planner orders. I already finished them. I'm going to insert the flip through at the end of the video. So what I'm saying in that video, ignore it, because it was supposed to be tacked onto a different video, of which was all over the place. So I just deleted those and kept the flip through. So I'll show the flip through of the other planner at the end of the 2 planners at the end of the video. But I'm working on mine. I need to finish it because I'm so excited to write in it. I'm excited to write in it. So this planner, you know, I've always been wanting to do bugs and, you know, the nature vibes. Those critters hanging out, you know, in their nature. So I've printed off some stuff from Creative Fabrica, Crafty Cat USA. All the frog stuff that you see of her came from her. And then also from Artie Mays. Hers was called, oh, I forgot. But hers is always. Okay, I had to get that phone call. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, Crafty Cat USA. I forgot what Artie Mays' was called. But hers got something to do with nature because she had a lot of bugs. Artie Mae had bugs and stuff too. And I don't know who I got these bees from. I don't think it was Artie Mays. But anyway, and I don't know if I'm going to use all of these. But I just printed them off. So, and the planner thing I'm using is for, this came through, Nick the Booksmith. Nick the Booksmith. Now, I got this from her in 2018. I think that's when she created it, and I printed it off then, but I never used it because I had did my own. But I decided to print it because I like her dailies, where mine was, I don't know what I did with my original planners, so I could have showed you what my layout look at. So I like my monthly layout better because it's a whole full page and it's bigger to write in. You'll see it when I do the flip through. Stay to the end, and the flip through at the end, you'll see how my monthly is. But I also used some of her, I used these in the ones I did for the girls at the end of the video. But anyway, so she's got this, her full month is on one side, where mine is all around. But I used her, so don't talk about me, because mine isn't for sale. I don't have mine on a digital and all of that. And this is hers, which I printed on the back of digitals. I like her gold thing here. I've never used this before. But so this piece of paper, you see all the different ink spots? That's the paper that Sharice did, right? I like how it seeped through on the gold sheet of the gold digital. So it's got the golds. And at first I didn't know how to use this. So it's got like week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this is like month of. And then whatever my goal is, Monday through Tuesday. Like say if I put down crochet, I want to spend maybe an hour or two. I'm learning to crochet. I'm going to learn to crochet. I just got my kit yesterday. I already knit. So let's say knit. I already know how to knit. So knitting, if I'm knitting washcloths, so I could put washcloths. So I could write down here my progress. Exercise. I could write down my progress. I think that's how it works. Anyway, look at this. Isn't that pretty? That's Crafty Cat. Those frogs. So I just got to put the dates and stuff on here and put whatever ephemera I'm going to use in these books. Isn't that pretty? So this is 6 months, and then here's the other 6 months where I have birds, another frog. Oh, and I'm gonna be using other. Look at that. This is from so it's a entomology. That's what Artie Mays. I guess if you look that up, you'll get hers. So she has a lot of bugs and stuff. Okay, so I got these made to put into my book cover. And I still got things to do to that. And then I have the cutouts that I did from Crafty Cat USA is the name of her Etsy shop. Aren't they cute? And I've never really made use of the journal covers to use them as pockets. So, but I'm going to really hook that up. Because I was saying, okay, so as I was saying before, I was saying I'm so excited for 2023. Because I know what I want to do this year. And I started it at the end of the year of 2022. And that's the craft shows. I'm like, I got the bug. I got a bug to do craft shows. And I really want to do it, but it's going to be a lot of hard work because you've got to have a lot of inventory. You have to have a lot of inventory. So I'm showing these as I talk. And with the inventory, I'm going to try to vlog my venture. My crafting venture. I'm going to try to vlog it. This is a pocket. I've never used the pockets where you have to fold them and do it, you know, do yourself. I just would like make this a pocket and just stick it. These came from Louise Henzo, I think. And 49 Dragonflies. It says it right here. 49 Dragonflies and Louise Henzo. That's where these came from. And it's animals and stuff, so that's what I want, you know, in the book. And I might save these to do another book to sell. Okay, so back to the craft fairs, right? I just figured, Stephanie, so why do you want to start doing craft fairs? Okay, so the books that I sell are, I've never had anybody hit me up like while I've been doing YouTube to ask me, you know, can I have something for sale? You know, you hear other people that work on journals and stuff, and they say people hit them up and, you know, like, oh, I would like to buy that one and all of that. Well, I don't have that many people watching my YouTube videos, for one. I probably get like 26, 28 views. Unless I'm doing a flip through, you get more views for that. But I've never, look at that. These are Artie Mae's, I believe. I've never had anybody hit me up for one. Now, when I post them on Instagram, I do get questions about them on there, and possibly on Facebook sometimes. But a lot of my things come from word of mouth. Word of mouth. I do and I make mostly prayer journals. So my prayer journals, I do a lot of prayer journal sales. A lot of prayer journal sales. And most of those come from prayer groups and word of mouth. And they make nice gifts. So this is from Crafty Cat USA. This is a CD cover, so I know I got some old plastic, something that I can put the plastic on there and do what you're supposed to do. So I've never tried to use one of these, but I'm going to try to venture out and do things different. This is I guess it's an envelope. This is an envelope that she did. I don't know how to, I'm confused on how to do it, but I know she showed it, or Carol Laws used once. I'm going to have to watch her using one of these. But I like it. They're so pretty. Now, I would never hold these things in my hand. I would never hold any of these critters in my hand, but they are pretty. The color, I just love pretty colors. And I still have to cut these out. So these came from Crafty Cat. That was Crafty Cat. Yeah, Crafty Cat. And this, I think, is from Artie Mae's. So I'm going to cut all these out. Okay, but back to the craft fairs, because you're going to hear me talking about the craft fairs a lot. And like I said, I'm going to try to take you on my journey on craft fairs this year. I'm going to try to vlog about it. I don't know if my cell phone camera would be good enough, or do I have to invest in a camera to show you when I'm at the craft fair, show you my setup, and, you know, the different books I'm going to make, and, you know, how am I going to be able to, you know, build my inventory. You know, I do know, I was listening to, look at that. I was listening to Twisted Paper Studio. I don't know her name, but that's her channel, Twisted Paper Studio. And she was talking about, there's not that many people who do journals that are talking about craft fairs. I've listened to Rebookery. She hasn't been on in like months, but I know she does them. And I got to look, so I got to find out what I'm going to use to make my cover. So I don't think this is big enough. I don't know if this is big enough. Let's see. If I got to put both of them in here. This might be big enough. Yeah, that's cute. I like the noise, but what I'm going to use to cover it, it may take it may not be any noise. But I do like that noise. Oh no, I don't know if that's big enough. Let's see. You see that? That might work. So this is a contender. That one. Is this longer, or it's the same size, but it's the same size. That's the same size. So we'll stick with that. This is a little bigger. So would I be able to make a pocket with this? If I did this here, and maybe folded it up, I would want my pocket on the front like I did. No, that pocket's not big enough. So we have that. Or this, and this is what I used. This is what I use for the journal covers. So I would open this all the way up. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, open that all the way up. I like it. So this, if I use this as a cover. So Twisted Paper Studio, I was listening to her talk about the craft fairs, and she made a good point. She made a good point. She said, and I didn't think of it that way. She said that most people, you know, like in our daily life, she didn't word it like this, but I'm just going to reword it. Most people in our daily life, they don't see these books that we make. They don't watch YouTube. They don't watch YouTube. They've never seen some of this stuff before. The people who really see it is the ones who do books like this. We're the ones that are on YouTube and watching all the stations. It's just not your, you know, most people that you work with, like me, none of the people I work with, I work, you know, at a surgery center. None of them watch YouTube and watch anybody doing books like these. It's like they've never heard of it. So that means they've never seen these books. So when you go to sell at a craft fair or a market, some people call them craft fairs, some states or countries call them markets. You know, when you go to sell at these places, it's like, oh my, they're going like, oh my God, what is that? And I had that experience. That's why I got the bug. Anyway, so she was saying, you know, they've never seen it. So when they see you at the craft fair and they're looking at all this stuff, they're astonished by it. So, and I was like, you're right. You are so right when you say that, because when I did this craft fair, I mean, you had some people come up and says, is that junk journaling? Yeah, I've heard of that. But I mean, junk journaling is supposed to be junk. So everybody is not really doing all of their journals with like junk mail and all of that. So I don't like it like they put it all under that umbrella that is junk journaling, because it's, you know, it's not. Everybody's just not. There's nothing wrong with the junk journal. But, you know, that's when those know-it-all comes to your table and think they know it all. Let me see. So anyway, but most of the people, you know, they were like in amazement that like some things were made from envelopes. Like if you told them that, oh, I made that from an Amazon packaging, you know, or those are old envelopes that I had, and, you know, or we use a CD player cover or whatever you're using, you know, they're astonished that you recycled and you did just that, or you're using old you know, vintage handkerchiefs, or, you know, old vintage buttons, or however. I'm going to use this. So I'm going to fold up the pocket. I buy paint on this too. Just to Even though it's going to be covered. I don't know how much it's going to be covered, but we're going to do something. And then most around here where I live, nobody has it set up. You know, when you go to the, I don't know if any of you all love going to fairs or your markets or whatever, but when you go, there's nobody with a journal set up. Unless they're selling hardback journals that you purchase, that manufactured, that they had manufactured. Not stuff that they're doing with their own hands. You know what I mean? And using like old ledger paper and all those different things. So, I'm excited. Here's another thing I wanted to say. I know I'm talking a lot, but hey, you haven't heard from me in how long? How long? But, let's see if that works. I would make sure that I'm going to put like a little spine. And I'll cut this. Do I want it shorter? I want to cut some off the top. Yeah, I do. I should cut here. Maybe, yeah. Maybe there. I'll cut that off. And I don't want to do it straight. I want it to be, I mean straight, but I want it to be not perfect is what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to get it perfect. Now, here's another thing I've been looking at. As I watch videos, you know, so because Twisted Paper have mentioned that we watch each other's videos, and I think the people tend to buy from each other. They buy from each other, and the people who do watch that don't do a lot of the crafting that they did catch, you know, I'm sure there are people who don't do this that do watch. Okay, so I'm sure there's people who don't do this that do watch. So therefore, because they're watching it, they know what to do with the journals. They know how to use the journals that have all the writings on it. And, you know, some people do their journals and there's no blank pages that you can write on, or you may not know that you should just write on top of it. Some people don't know how to use the journals, right? So I feel if you are going to do craft fairs, you need to be able to have an example. If you're going to put all that stuff in there, if you are going to do a junk journal, a true junk journal, and you're going to put all that stuff in there, you better be prepared to tell the people how they are supposed to use it. They have to know how, yeah, I like it, but how am I supposed to use it? Why am I paying this much for this and I don't know what to do with it? They need to know how to use it. So, I would purchase the junk journals that I see people making, because I know that you can use it for art and you can use it to put your pictures in and all of that. So you need to be able to explain to the other people, you know, that that's what they can do with it. That's what they can do with it. But what about the people who like to write? You got to think about them. You got to think about them. So, and not put all that extra stuff in it. Like, there's several different kinds of journals that I plan to make. Like, Who is that? What is her name? 507 Willow House. 507 Willow House she does those flip-flop journals. Those are the bomb. Now, she puts a lot of, she doesn't have a lot of writing spaces. I should say that. She doesn't have a lot of writing spaces. I don't know how people use those. I can only think that, you would use it as art or something. So I would put more writing spaces in mine for who I'm targeting. She gets a lot of people wanting those books. I would like to know, and they're nice. I would like to know how do they use them? Yeah, I should put in her comments and ask her how, because she'd say, how does she use them? How does she use it? How does she use it? I'm just curious to know how do they use them. I would know if I had got a hold of one of those, I know I would have to use it as art or putting pictures in it there and there. More so, I don't know. Like a scrapbook maybe. Or is it just to look at? Is it just to look at and flip every now and then? Right? This is going to be on the outside, so if this is on the inside, should I put a pocket here? Just leave that torn like that. We'll see. We shall see. That's the inside. This is the outside. This is the inside. And then another pocket. I'm going to cut that off though. Or I can leave it. No. I'll cut it off. Am I going to paint it? What are you going to do with this stuff? What are you gonna do? So anyway, I'm excited about 2023. Okay, so I'm getting ready for, I want to get ready for a craft fair in April. It's a big one, but you have to be accepted. And in order to be accepted, they want to see what I have to take a picture of my display. And I think, I'm going to have to read it again. I think they want the items that I'm selling, which makes it hard. Which makes it hard because I don't have my inventory built yet. And it'll probably take me the whole 3 months to do it. And I need to know in advance, am I accepted? So, I don't know. I'm going to have to read it again and see what's the dealio. What am I supposed to be doing? Is that good? What am I supposed to be doing? I'm not going to put my dates and stuff in here yet until I decorate this cover. So I probably won't start my inventory and no, I gotta start it. I also have to make a planner for somebody else and a thought journal. So what I probably will do in my crafting journey is start working on covers. I will pre-do some of the covers, and then I will, this month I'm going to work on like the different covers for the different types of books I want to do and all of that. And this will be for April if I get accepted. If I don't get accepted for April, I am hosting another one in May, 2 weeks before Mother's Day. I just like how they sound, but the stuff I'm going to put on there is going to deaden the sound. So I won't have the sound. But I like the sound. So I know I did a lot of talking in this, and I have to get it out. Then I won't have to like talk this much on the next few. So I said I had the craft fair goals going. So I joined Skillshare because I want to take some courses on there, like but after me purchasing, it was 40% off, so I got it for $99 for a year. Hopefully those classes are better than, because I could have just watched stuff free on YouTube, but we'll see how it goes. I want to up my knitting game. I want to learn how to crochet. I want to look at a lot of social media stuff and about taxes and all of that, because, you know, a lot of people charge taxes and I haven't got that together yet. Yeah, I'm just excited. I wrote out my goals for the whole year. I'm going to show you my crafting that came in. So here's the hook case. I got it from We Crochet. So this is my hook case. And then I got my crochet hooks. Okay, this is my first opening this. Okay, so you put your hooks in here. Okay, that's cool. All right, that's the case. And then here's my hooks. I ordered these hooks. I had to watch some videos to see what was the best hooks. Because sometimes, you know, I know with the knitting needles, if they're dull at the top and not pointed good, they don't go into the yarn that well. And then I bought some stitch markers. You see it, some stitch markers. So I'll probably start working on something on Friday night. Me and my man, he wants to go to a basketball game. Now look, I don't do sports, sir. I don't do sports, sir. I don't. So, do I want to paint on this first? See, I might just use some of these. I might paint, but I might, after I paint, just collage this on here. And if I paint, I don't have to, you know, I might do some things like this. I might can show, what else do I have? And like put a frog here and there. Oh, that is going to be cute. Now, if I paint it, the colors can seep through on it. I might do that. Yeah. Okay, I might let you see me paint. We could do it together. Now, I don't know, you know, I'm off. You might only get one video a week. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to make any promises because why? Every time I say something, it doesn't work out. So, I'm going to play my son some Uno to get him out of his room. Pray for him. Call out Wesley during your prayers. Because I need to get him out of his room more. So, call him out. I believe in the power of prayer. And I believe if you will call out the person's name, you got to say it out loud. A lot of times we whisper, you know, it's like it's a secret. You know, we need to say, Lord, please bless Wesley. Lord, please bless my mother, Betty. You know, you got to call out your family member's name out loud. Bless my mom's toes. She's having problems, you know, with the sore in between her toe. And because of her age and the things going on with her, she can't have surgery on it. So she just has to do what she can to keep it from hurting. You know, ask God, Lord, bless my business, you know, bless my business, Stephanie's business. Bless my skills, God. Anoint my hands when I work on something. Ask God to anoint your hands when you're working on something, you know, to give you ideas. I know a lot of my ideas come at the last minute. My mama, I know you can hear my mama on the phone. She's right outside my door. Yeah. So I'm gonna be back in another video and we're gonna paint this, but enjoy the flip through of the planners that I did. I did one with orchids, flowers and orchids. The main flower is orchids, but not the cover. And then the other one was the anime characters. The girl, she likes anime, and I just did a lot of different female and anime male characters on it. So enjoy that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. I'm gonna come back, you know, and I'm gonna paint on this. I gotta get all that together. So next you're gonna see the video. Hey peeps, this is Stephanie. Back again. So before this, you've seen a lot of splices and all of that of me trying to video different things that I'm doing. Different things I was doing throughout making these journals. Some things I showed you, some things I didn't. But this is the complete version. Here's the one that they love orchids and flowers. So I don't have orchids on the cover, but I have the orchids on the inside. And then anime. This is my anime customer. So these are the two planners. So I just want to do a quick flip through. I have jewelry, you know, hanging on. Her initials are hanging on it. But this is the collage things that I did. And she likes to paint and draw, I think. She's learning to draw because she wants to draw anime. But anywho, so this is all how it came together real quick. They're both, I mean, they're the same. I just wanted you to see, you know, like the covers of the signature. I put tabs on it. And then the dates. A gold tracker. I collaged different things also in there with the anime. I also like to do the flip through so there's if any pages are together, stuck together, I can take care of it now, or I can see any errors I have made. March, Monday, gold tracker plans. Plans. You notice on one side the plans start first, then the gold tracker, and then the days of the week, and then it's backward as you get to the other side of the planner. I probably would make planners for the craft fair at the end of the year. I like the way it turned out with the colors. I'll probably take you through me finishing mine. Today is January the 2nd. And I really wanted to start writing at 9. These are being dropped off today to the owners. Making sure everything is right. If you can see the blue tint, because this is white pages, I got wax. I put the wax coloring. See the coloring, the blue? I rub those on the edges so it wouldn't be white. I thought it turned out well. Nice. And let's see. And then this book, and then the next book. Let's make sure everything is in order with it. I gotta put a some ink pens with this. Let's see. Let's do this. And sorry. I had another nice color. These are all black. I'll put white with hers. I got these. I don't really like these, but I will put, and I got this for hers. I got these through AliExpress, but the next time I order some, they're not going to have the tip. And it, oh, I made these pockets. See how those pockets came out? 2023. So I'll put this here. So these flowers. So here are these pretty orchids that I got off of that Creative Fabrica. Just making sure all of these are stuck. And I did these with the copper color of that wax on the edges. I love the way it smells too. Making sure everything is sticking, everything is right. All of the orchids and that's a butterfly. Good, that stuck. So good thing I was flipping through it. Nice. All right. And there we go. All right. I will be back to talk to you later in another video. All right. Have a good day. Good week.